Morning CFA, I'm here, Coach Tracy, with your workout today for Thursday, April 23rd, and I have our workout right here. So, for today, Thursday, April 23rd, we are going to start with a 15-minute, basically as many rounds as possible. We're going to cycle through these. This is not for speed, this is for quality. So, we're going to cycle through these movements for 15 minutes, doing our best work. So when we're done, we're going to be nice and warmed up for the WOD that we're going to hit afterwards. So here's what we're doing. 10 dumbbell strict presses, 10 single arm overhead squats, 10 deadlifts, and 10 RDL, dumbbell RDLs for 10 of them on each side. So I'm going to take you through those movements and talk to you a little bit about if you need to scale anything or you know, if you have any resistance at home that you can use, that will be fine. Soup cans, whatever you can use. All right, so here's the movements. Before I do get started, I just wanted to show you something an app that I use that I really like on my phone. So the app that I use on my phone is called WOD Timer. So if anybody wants to get this app, it's free and it's a great way to keep track of your times and rounds. So for something like we're gonna do now, I would just go to the choices that I have, and because it's a 15-minute AMRAP, I would just click on the AMRAP one and change it to 15 minutes, and then it will just kind of keep track of things for me. There's also a place when I hit start to keep track of the rounds that I'm doing. You can actually swipe your phone and it helps you, it actually tracks for you, which is kind of cool. So anyway, I'm gonna hit start that timer, and then that way I'll be able to use the timer right on my phone. It also gives you a 10-second countdown too, which is really nice. There's EMOMs on there and all kinds of great free timing ways to time your workout. So I just want to point that out. So let's talk about these movements today. The first thing is a strict dumbbell press. So I'm going to grab my dumbbells, standing up, and I'm just going to strict press them straight over my head. Okay, one thing you want to keep in mind is keeping that core nice and tight so you're not arching your back, getting in a bad position. So just drive the dumbbell straight up and down over your head for a set of 10. Okay? The next movement is an overhead squat. And for some of you, this might be really hard for multiple reasons. You might have poor shoulder mobility, you might have poor ankle mobility or hip mobility, those kinds of things. So if you start really light with the dumbbells, then that's always a good way to start. But something else you can try is, and I'll show you, is if you take a weight or something and elevate your heel on these, or elevate your heels. So when you're using, you put it on the ground and then you lift up your heel, it helps a little bit with ankle mobility. I also like to have the dumbbell kind of drape behind me this way rather than forward, because then it dips my chest forward. So it's possible to get one heel up or even both heels. So if you have two weights you're standing on and lifting your heel up, it makes it a little bit easier. Okay? So weight overhead, you can put your heels up and then go ahead and drop into that overhead position. So that's something to think about with the overhead squat. So again, just the points of performance are, we're going to stand tall, press that dumbbell directly overhead, really pushing up and away, keeping your core nice and tight, send your hips back, squat down, break parallel, and push back up again. And I really am working on using my opposite hand to help me balance, pushing that dumbbell up overhead, keeping my core nice and tight, reaching down, standing up, switching sides, reaching that hand out, and standing up. And there's 10 single arm, so 5 on each arm for that one, okay? Dumbbell deadlift, we're going to take the dumbbells, hold the dumbbells, feet slightly apart, about shoulder width, and send your hips back. Touch the top of the head of the dumbbell to the floor, stand all the way back up. Touch the top, stand all the way back up. per leg. So you're gonna wanna go a little bit lighter on these. You don't wanna go too heavy. The whole purpose of this is to build your core strength and your balance. So take a light dumbbell, if you have one, or no weight at all. You're gonna hold the dumbbell in the opposite arm that you're working with, and then you're going to put one foot behind you, slowly lower to the floor, and then come back up, okay? So you're doing 10 per leg, right? Down and up, nice and slow, and then come back up. So again, points of performance here are send your hips back, but keep your body nice and straight, as if you're flat like a table, right? Touch the top of the dumbbell to the floor, and come back up. Your back leg should be right behind you, keeping your core straight. Keep your weight over your big toe to keep that balance. Touch, and up. Okay, so those are those RDLs you got today. You're gonna cycle through those movements for 15 minutes. So if I'm setting my WOD timer for 15 minutes, I just keep going until the timer stops, and then I'm ready to move on to the workout. Our workout today is pretty straightforward, pretty simple. I'm not gonna go over too many of the movements because by now most of you have got them down pretty solid, but I will talk about it briefly. So here's our workout today. Workout of the day is, you're gonna start with setting your phone for just a standard time. You're just gonna maybe set it for like 45 minutes or whatever as you move through this. So the first part is for time and the last part is for time, but the middle part is a 10-minute AMRAP, okay? So basically this workout is preparing us for Murph. It's getting our cardio in, we're starting to build some run in, and so we're moving towards that end of May, build us up for Murph. So the workout is a 400-meter run. So you start your timer, you do 400 meters, come in from your run, you do 50 burpees. Once that is complete, jot your time down, and then you're going to, from that point forward, you're going to do a 10-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible, 5 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, and 15 air squats. When that is complete, 10 minutes has gone by, you're then going to jump right back into a 400-meter run and 50 burpees, and then your workout is complete for the day, okay? So just to kind of go over this a little bit, it's a pretty long workout, so don't blow out those 400-meter runs. Take it easy on the runs, pace the burpees, find a smooth, confident pace that you can hold for the beginning and the end of this workout. When you get to the 10-minute AMRAP, find your rhythm, repeat that pace repeatedly for 10 minutes, okay? So this workout is going to take you a while, so keep that in mind and know that you need to pace yourself, okay? A couple of points of performance here. Something on the burpees that I like to remember. On a burpee, I like to drop down to the ground and then make sure that I hinge at my hips and bring my feet wide to stand up, okay? So I'm just gonna try and see if I can tilt this down a little bit. Can you see that? Okay, so on a burpee, to help you be efficient on a burpee, some points of performance, like I said, you're going to want to make sure you drop to the ground, and when you come through, bring your hands on your feet to your hands, and then stand up, and you can see that wide position I got. It helps you not burn so much. So go down, feet, stand up. There's your burpee, right? On the air squats, just make sure that you're sending your hips back, breaking parallel, and standing all the way up on those. Push-ups, keep your chest nice and tight. You can modify. Do them on your knees if you need to, okay? Hands apart, core tight, elbows track back, touch your chest to the floor, push back up. That's your push-ups, all right? And then the last thing, of course, would be then sit-ups, and you can use an AMRAP for that. Have fun with your workout today. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Man, it's windy.